The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, developed by Neocore, is an action RPG that is around the same as Diablo 2, Grim Dawn, Titan Quest, to name a few. You play as the son of Van Helsing and are sent to a place called Barovia to hunt down a mad scientist who is making creations that are hell-bent on destroying the world. As an action RPG, this is a really fun game, an enjoyable one to play on your PlayStation 5. Now, this was originally brought to the PlayStation 4. It was a PC title and then imported over and added to the 5. Now, what people don't realize, and this is what this video is all about, is that the 5 has boosted or enhanced the quality of the game. And we're going to go through some of the fundamental features of why it's good on the PS5. And on top of it, in the end of this video, I'm going to talk about some of my top reasons why I think you would really enjoy this. Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Storm the Bard, and this is our new format where we're going to be taking games that were originally on the PS4, bringing over to the PS5, how they're enhanced, what's going on with them, my personal opinions if you like them. So kind of the idea of top 5 reasons to play, but broken down into some more technical aspects now because the PS5 is a new system, you know, the new generation and whatnot, and beyond that, what it brings to the table. So let's start right off the bat with the graphics. How is it running? Well, it's 60 FPS throughout the whole thing. I've had situations where I've had tons of enemies clutter around me, shooting spells out, things of that nature, and it runs smooth and flawless. I haven't really run into any hiccups or anything, which is really nice. No stuttering. You'll see that sometimes, especially on a big action RPG where you've got multiple enemies running at you and stuff. And you'll notice that I think especially on the PS4, you would notice that there is definitely a lag. I remember that with Warhammer per se, that game and such, the 40k one, that I would run that. But as soon as I played on the 5, different scenario. So same thing with this. You run into a whole bunch of enemies, firing spells off, things of that nature, and boom. Perfect. Let's get into loading times. Loading times run anywhere between 8 to 10 seconds, give or take. However, it loads the entire level for you. There's not really any like transitions between. It's just one level to the next. So whether you're going from your hideout to the swamps per se, or you're going from your hideout or wherever, that's about around 8 to 10 seconds load time. So really good there. Let's get into bugs and glitches and such. Not really too much when it comes down to it. The only bug I've really encountered is when you go in to level up your character, which you'll be doing a lot. Sometimes when you come back out of leveling, you'll notice that maybe 1 or 2 of your spells will not react. So basically what will end up happening is they'll be like almost dimmed out, like you can't use them. What I found to do is just basically just go back into your leveling or in your inventory screen, and as soon as you come back out, they seem to work fine. This doesn't happen all the time. It's not like every time you level up you run into this problem. It just seems to be a thing that does happen every so often. So just something to be aware of. Have I run into any crashes in the game? None whatsoever. Throughout my playthrough, if I can remember right, I don't believe I ran into any crashes. Now, sometimes you will get that when games get ported over. There'll be a bug or something that maybe crashes the game out and stuff. But in this case, I have not run into any crashes, so it's been a smooth run throughout the whole thing, which has been great. Now, let's get into some of my top reasons why I think you'll enjoy this game. Well, first off, if you like Diablo, if you like Titan Quest, if you like some of those games, especially more on the indie side and stuff like that, you're going to like this one. The one thing I like about this more than anything else too is I like the creatures, the monsters, and the enemy designs. Because it's Van Helsing, it's kind of set in the steampunk Victorian world. You've got werewolves, you've got demons, you've got little creatures and whatnot, a lot of like folklore stuff that has to do with that kind of like, you know, Eastern, Western Europe style, you know, Transylvania. And then not to mention all the mad scientist stuff. You know, you've got werewolves with like metal, you know, encased inside of them and stuff, and Frankenstein monster looking things and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So yeah, very, very cool. Another reason is the maps. The maps are really cool because they really want you to explore. They've got quests that you would be doing in the game. You've also got these kind of like level side quests, or just like, I guess you would say like almost little secret things within the level itself. So basically, if you explore, for instance, in the swamp, you would find like a statue, and then come to find out you can turn the statue. Then you find other statues you can turn, and if you turn them all to the correct thing, it can trigger an event that happens that will give you treasure and a little bit of a story piece and stuff like that. And this is just because you explored and you found this while you were running around. So it's really cool that a lot of these levels have these kind of little, as I like to call them, kind of side quests that you can just do and find if you explore. So it gives a chance for exploring. My third thing would be the classes, because it's a Van Helsing game. You play as Van Helsing. Unfortunately, you are always male, because I know that some of our female players like to have female characters. But yes, you have to play as a male character. The one good thing about all that is you can have different types of classes. I played through it pretty much as the hunter. I used my guns a lot and stuff like that. I wanted to do more of like a two-pistol thing and such, and I really enjoyed it. There is like a magic class, there's a science class, and then further on the series, because there's actually 3 games in the entire series, you can even open up some more classes and stuff. But we'll talk about those down the line, because I will definitely do down the line stuff. My last reason would be the interaction between Van Helsing and Katarina. Katarina is a ghost that accompanies you throughout the whole journey. She's basically like almost like a side character that you can do different things with. You can build her in terms of how you would build your own character. So you can make her a tank per se, or you can make her fight with range, or you can even just like make it so she doesn't fight and she gives you a defense bonus. So there's different things. But the coolest thing about her is all the little quips and the talk between the two of them and stuff. They have a really cool synergy, and also a very funny one at the time. So like I said, this is a new format. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys enjoy this game. Definitely check it out. Have a good time. It is a lot of fun. Again, if you like Diablo, if you like Titan Quest, things like that, then I think you'll definitely enjoy Van Helsing. And on the PS5, it is definitely no slouch. It runs really good, and it's worth the adventure. Not to mention you can find this game on sale quite a few times over. I think I've found it on the PSN sales more than enough times, and at this point you could probably go to GameStop and pick up like a physical copy with no problem. Definitely check it out. The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. If you played it before, let me know what you think. If you haven't played it, let me know if you're thinking about picking it up. In the comments, if you have any questions and whatnot, always feel free to ask. And beyond that, check out the streams that are going on throughout the week. And yeah, have a great one. Be safe, be just, and as always, huzzah!